With the Real Housewives of Orange County reunion, I'm Andy Cohen. Shannon, is it true that your incredible house is up for sale?
It's been up for sale.
Oh, it has?
I think a lot of people in our community, for the right price, they'll cash out. So, yeah, we will definitely do that.
Listing price?
I think it's 13.49.
You're not moving because of your proximity to the DeBros, right?
No. To be quite honest with you, it's a little too big for us.
Okay.
And we'd like to have a better view.
Well, Heather and Shannon started off as new friends and future neighbors. But all of that changed after a game of musical chairs, a hoedown that turned into a throwdown, and a Christmas party that was anything but merry. Take a look.
Hey, Shannon. Shannon, this is Heather DeBro. This is Shannon Bedore.
I love to meet new people. So nice to meet a neighbor.
I think that people like you who are...
Well, you shouldn't say people like you.
There wasn't a negative connotation to that.
I'm getting to know Heather right now. A little red flag is coming up.
I'm taking my chair back.
This is Shannon's chair.
I sat down here and then she told me to move, and I don't want to move. I want to sit here.
Heather,
I took the chair back.
No, I was sitting there.
You came back from bedroom so angry. It scared me a little bit.
Shannon's reaction is so disproportionate to what is going on here with this chair. That kind of behavior from a grown person to me is scary.
where were you? What took you so long to get here?
Well, my husband had to take the girls to basketball.
Oh, they always have practice on Saturdays?
Yeah, every Saturday and then games on Sunday.
Oh, I wish you had told me because I was waiting till you guys got here. Next time, just let me know that you have a thing so that we don't wait.
I apologize.
Did she say anything to you, Vicky?
No.
Then why was I singled out? Why does Heather have issues with me? I don't know what the hell I did.
You either do or you don't. No, don't say you want to. You either do
Heather,
or you
you've
don't.
got to stop talking so condescending. Honest to frickin' God. It needs to frickin' stop.
Heather and Shannon, the two of you have had quite a season, and there's a lot to talk about. And I want to get to the issues surrounding the email and being asked to leave Heather's house and Lizzie's party. But I want to start with how it all began. Heather, in your blog, you wrote, "I felt like when Shannon met the other girls, she wasn't interested in me anymore." Do you think Tamara and Vicky influenced your relationship with Shannon?
This is what was going on with me. I was being what I felt was picked on by Vicky and Tamara. And then when I met Shannon, I thought we were actually going to be friends because I thought, oh, we have a lot of stuff in common, whatever. And then I introduced Shannon to them, and I felt like they just all clicked and went off without me. And I felt very isolated from everyone because these were my friends. And I realized how ridiculous and sensitive and prickly I was during a lot of these things. But that's really where I was coming from. I mean, believe me, if I could not take the chair back, would I do it in a heartbeat? Yes. In my mind, was it a bigger event than it was? Yes. I'm very sorry for that. I wish it hadn't happened.
You know, I appreciate you saying you're sorry about the chair thing right now because I haven't heard an apology at all. In your blog, I read it as though you were perceiving that I was walking out with my arms raised.
Well, I know what I saw. You came out of the bathroom and you did one of your Shannon moments, which was...
Is that this? But you said I screamed across Javier's restaurant. And that is
I think
so...
I just said that in my mind, it was bigger than it was. So I'm sorry for that.
But I feel as though it's part of the Heather Dubrow plan. Is if I repeat the same thing enough times, people are going to start to believe it. Shannon's crazy. She is scary angry, scary angry, scary angry. When you keep saying it over and over, maybe at some point the viewers are going to start to believe it.
I don't have a plan.
Okay.
That is not my way of being. So however I repeated it, I'm explaining why, and I've apologized.
I want to talk about the hoedown. Molly from Dayton, Ohio said, "Heather, you singled out Shannon for being late, but Vicky was late too. To use one of your own words, it seemed punitive. Was this just Chairgate retribution?"
No, it had nothing to do with that. I walked into the conversation and Tamara said to me, we were just talking about why Shannon was late.
So you blame Tamara for bringing it up?
I honestly do. You did bring it up. I walked into the...
I did. I think the worst thing in the world is for her to walk up and we all go.
It would have been better.
I have to say, Tamara, you're really good at this. You're really good at stirring the pot because you did point it out. And then you come over to me and you say, Heather's upset. And I say, don't say anything to her. I don't want to ruin her party. But you go back to Heather.
Okay, we're going to talk more about Tamara stirring the pot later. But right now, I want to talk about Shannon's Christmas party. Shannon, in your blog, you wrote, "What upset me was the tone in which Heather was speaking to Tamra. I spoke in a firm voice, but I definitely did not yell." Tamra, do you think that Shannon yelled at Heather?
No.
You don't? So Heather, you repeated many times, "I was yelled at in her
Right.
home." Do you think she yelled?
No, I don't. It was obviously a misfortunate choice of words because it's obviously not the decibel of Shannon's voice, but maybe the tone of the words. That was what I meant.
Carlene from Burlington, Vermont said, "Shannon, whether you yelled or not, Heather was talking to Tamra and you jumped in like a crazy person. How would you feel if the tables were turned?"
Okay, well, you know what? I felt that you were speaking condescending. I really felt as though you were lecturing her like a child. And you have to understand that about 5 minutes prior to that, Tamra relayed to me that you had said she needed to pick a side, that it had to be you as a friend or me as a friend.
Which is not what I said.
What did you say? Did you say pick
What
a
I
side?
said, no, I think what I literally said was pick a lane. Like, if you're going to be friends with me all the time. Don't just be, excuse me?
Pick a lane to me means pick a side. I don't see.
No, but
I
you're
don't
not
see a difference
understanding
in
what
it.
I'm
She's-
saying.
But the
I'm
context
not
of what she's saying
the context is
if you're my friend.
By the way, make it pick a lane, pick a side, whatever you want. It's not
Right.
choose between me and Shannon. It's be my friend all the time when everyone's around, or don't be my friend.
Knowing what you know now about Tamra, or do you regret standing up for her the way you did?
Absolutely.
Tamra, what's your reaction?
She's welcome to her opinion.
And Shannon's husband, David.
Hi, Andy. Great to
You look
see
like you lost a hell of a lot of weight.
Probably 25, 30 pounds. Trying to keep up with Terry now.
Looks good.
And you too,
I lost about 23.
from working out.
Yeah.
And you too, just working out.
Working out and eating less, not as much chips and salsa. So.
Very good. Well, when Shannon's rocky marriage reached a low point, a highly personal email put Shannon and Heather at odds like never before. The animosity even extended to their husbands, and Tamra was squarely in the middle